Hey guys, how you doing? It's Art from Art's Model Trains. So planning for the worst, what does that actually mean? Let me explain. So this weekend, if you guys follow Sean from Sean's Train Depot, he actually posted a couple of videos about having to sell or at least downsize his collection because he's moving. And it got me thinking about a few things that I think I could share with you guys about how I plan for potential situations like this. So these ideas I'm going to talk about actually don't only apply to O scale. I actually have some HO.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Okay, don't kill me. It's actually some of my kids' stuff, but I helped them collect it. I had HO as a kid. I passed it down to them. I do have both scales in my house, and in fact, I have a Z scale set, and I'm looking at potentially picking up an N scale set. But all of these same ideas apply there, and I work with my kids. I teach them these things and pass this on to them because whether they continue collecting HO or move up to O as they get older in their life, they're going to need these same concepts when dealing with their collections. So first, let's define what the worst means. Well, in Sean's case, and this is true for many of us, right? You have to move sometimes. Either you're getting older and you're downsizing your house, or your job moves or whatever, right? So tearing down your layout, moving your collection, that's a big thing you got to plan for. Second, could be a disaster. So God forbid your house catches fire, it floods, something unforeseen happens. You should plan for something like that, right? And the third, obviously, we're all not going to live forever. There may be monetary reasons why we want to sell off our collections, other reasons, but there should be a plan for something like that. So let's talk about what I do, and maybe you guys could steal some of this, or if you guys have better ideas, please drop them in the comments. So first, let's talk about moving. And this one is my personal opinion only, and I know a lot of people disagree with this, but I keep the boxes to everything. Now, that's a double negative. I don't not buy something. I don't shy away from buying something if it doesn't have a box. But if it comes with a box, I keep the box. They're in closets all over the house, my storage room, under the layout, I keep them all. Because if I have to sell it or if I have to move, I want the box to put it in. Let's face it, these things we buy are expensive. And you want to make sure it's packed up and safe when you're moving it across country between states. All right, so let's talk about the second idea I have. So you need to prepare for a disaster. And now look, again, these models we collect, these trains we collect are very expensive. Having them in your house feels very safe, but you never know what's going to happen. Somebody could break in, again, God forbid, fire, flood, anything like that. Insurance is not a bad investment. I have insurance on my trains only, not the layout. I was able to do it through the TCA using, and I'll put a link for it here, it's JA Bash. I believe they were outside of Pittsburgh, if I remember the address correctly. But again, all this information is on the TCA site, and they send it out, I believe, every year with their little packet. And in there, I was able to sign up for I signed up for the non-itemized insurance. So you can do an itemized insurance where you send them your full list of items and they'll give you a price based on that. I did for a dollar amount, so it's not itemized. And it was cheap. I mean, a couple $100 a year for that, kind of peace of mind, knowing that everything from my father's post-war stuff to my most modern engine is protected is, a good thing to have in your back pocket. Again, just preparing for the worst. All right, so let's talk about the last one. And this is kind of like an idea with a couple of branches off of it. But I keep an inventory, and personally, I keep mine in an Excel document that I've built. But there's tools out there for this. I believe the TCA, again, with their insurance, also gives you a form that you can kind of copy the fields off of and create your own version. Everybody has their own idea. I don't care how you do it, but you really should keep an inventory of everything you have. And again, everything from my father's post-war stuff to the latest thing I have bought, including the stuff I've sold, is on that list. I just, the stuff I've sold, obviously I cross off and mark it as sold. The idea there being I can keep track of what I have and what I don't have. And then in that list, when you think about selling it, I have the price I paid for it there. So I know what it's worth, because I got to be honest, and I know you're not really selling many of these trains for more than you paid for it. So this way I have a good idea of what I paid for it and what I'm willing to sell it for. Also, in that inventory list, keep in mind, you should check off, where is this stuff going? In the event you die or you decide you're older and you want to break up your collection, I can mark in that list what goes to which son or which grandkid. So therefore, you don't have to worry about, if you're not there, where them trying to figure out where things belong. My sons both have their favorite locomotives, both conventional and modern stuff. And we mark it in that spreadsheet so that they know when my collections get broken up, where does it go? This also helps with your wife. If she's dealing with your collection in the future, obviously many people overvalue Trainz, think they're a collectible and think they grow in value with age. Again, this hopefully inventory list will help her understand the value of that if she has to deal with selling it in the future. And if you guys are buying HO or other scale Trainz, please use my friends at Trainz.com. And by the way, if you're looking to sell your collection or a portion of your collection, Trainz is there to help you with that transaction. Just check out their website, guys. And while you're there, use my code AMT to save $10 off your next purchase of $50 or more. It is a one-time use only code, but I do really appreciate it. It helps support this channel and it means a lot to me. And thank you for all those who have used it. You can continue to support this channel by using my affiliate link, which is Trainz.com/AMT. Again, that helps support this channel and I really appreciate it. So that's it, guys. Those are my ideas. Let me know in the comments if you have some other thoughts and some other ideas that I'm potentially missing about how to plan for the worst. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.